Guys, welcome back to Supercar Street Racing. Today is an exciting day because we have a new sponsor. ImoLaza has sent us one of their smart irrigation controllers for you guys to go ahead and check out. And today we're going to be removing the old Wyze controller and putting in the ImoLaza controller on Supercar Street Racing. Guys, we're so happy to have you back on Supercar Street Racing today, and we have a new sponsor in ImoLaza. They have gone ahead and sent us their smart irrigation controller, which is sitting so fresh next to me on my right here. And we're gonna get that installed and remove the old Wyze sprinkler controller that we're not exactly super happy with. We're gonna do all that on the channel today and show you guys this thing, and let's get started now. The first thing we need to do in the step on this process is to go ahead and unbox. Let's go ahead and go inside the Supercar Street Racing kitchen and get this brand new ImoLaza smart irrigation controller unboxed. All right, we are right here in front of the ImoLaza ET Master Smart Sprinkler Controller. This morning on Supercar Street Racing, and our first effort of the day is going to be getting this ImoLaza ET Master directly out of the box and unboxing it. But first, we're gonna take a look at the front and see what is actually on the box itself. You can see right here, it does say it has real-time Evapotranspiration master technology, and it is the pioneer of intelligent watering decision model. The smart and simple way to water your yard. It's for hassle-free watering and a healthy lawn. You can see right there. And then down below that, it works with existing weather stations. It is synchronized 24/7, 365 a year with these weather stations. And it does say it has a ultra-stable network connection. We'll see if that is the case. And over-the-air technology gives you nice updates to keep your device fresh and updated with the latest software. Now down at the bottom, it does say, see this on almost everything now, that it only is compatible with 2.4 gigahertz networks. And these days, even if your network has more than 2.4, like if you have 5 or whatever, you can still use the 2.4 portion of your network for devices like this. And most smart home devices also require the 2.4 gigahertz networks. Now on the side of the box, it just does say ImoLaza. It has their logo on the side. And on the top, it just says real-time intelligent ET Master, water smarter, not harder, which is kind of a tongue twister. Now back on the back of the box, it has some of the technologies there. ImoLaza Watering Duration Expert. It lets you set up your parameters for your garden's different areas, such as your plant types and your sprinkler type. The Watering Duration Expert automatically generates scientifically precise watering durations that meets different plant needs in different seasons. So we'll see how that works with the different types of plants that we have. Now it has a Weather Genius feature. Now what that means is it does sample weather from your area and then adjust the watering based on that. And then the ET Master continuously monitors the natural evaporation of water and the amount of water consumed by plant transpiration in your garden based on latitude and longitude. So it does know your location and kind of can figure out apparently what your needs are for your specific area for watering. And on the side of the box here, it indicates that it is compatible with rain sensors, and I think it said that it was compatible with the closed type of sensor, master valve, well pump or start delay, minimize water hammer, and then optimal weather station and a water usage report from the ImoLaza Smart Sprinkler Controller, which decided to go back up against the wall right there on its own. Okay, now that we've taken a really good look at the outside of the box of the ImoLaza, we're gonna go ahead and unbox it now. And that simply just means opening the lid here and checking out what is inside of the box. And it looks like on top, we have the actual sprinkler controller chilling right here, looking so fly, with this cool ImoLaza design on it, which is kind of like mimicking the logo here on the front of the box. And I think this thing probably just comes straight out of the box. So it separates into two pieces here. here. That's probably for easier installation. And apparently here is the connectors on the ImoLaza, and they are clearly labeled on the top here, as you can see. And then it has some buttons here. It looks like a play, almost like a play button, play pause, and fast forward and rewind buttons. Pretty interesting there. And on the back of the box, it just says ImoLaza again, smart sprinkler controller, and a place to hang it up right here. And on the front of the box, I do see a reset button right there and a barcode of some kind here, a QR code at the top, and all the connectors right there at the bottom, which you will need a small screwdriver to access. Underneath that, there is an instruction booklet here, and it does show you the wiring diagram. Looks like M is the master valve pump, 1 through 8 are your zones, S1 and S2 are rain sensors, and then your common connector is the common for all of the zone common for your zone valves. Now they give you cool little wire labels here. I already have some on my Wyze sprinkler controller, but I have not figured out the wiring yet on that. We will do that out in the garage momentarily. Don't return. It says if you have questions, go ahead and scan that QR code there, and another one of the same thing. And then here's the manual for the ImoLaza, and I have not opened that yet, but we will take a look at that next. And there should be a power adapter at the bottom. There is, and some anchors to put into the wall if you need those. We are going on a pegboard. We will be able to screw it directly into the pegboard. Now, a brief look at the manual here. It shows you what you'll need to actually install the controller. You're gonna need a screwdriver, possibly a hammer, a drill, and a drill bit, and then of course you need the transformer. It says to test your old controller that it is working properly before you change this out. It wants you to take a picture of your wiring. That's pretty smart because you may need that in the future. And then it says to remove your old controller, but it says make sure you turn off the power first. And then it has some instructions here for installing your new controller, and it does say using your previous photo to go ahead and wire your new controller up. Now it says right here, if you want to wire up a rain sensor, it does work with a closed rain sensor, a normally closed rain sensor, and it shows you how to go ahead and wire that on the next page. And there is such a thing as a wireless rain sensor. Shows you how to wire it up if you do have a pump. I don't have one anymore. How to download the app and add the new controller to it, and the ways to do it in iOS. And Android comes up next in the list here. And then there is a Wi-Fi indicator here and some instructional videos you can go ahead and scan the QR code and get to. And some network troubleshooting if you do have problems, and then a FAQ on the last few pages. And that is pretty much everything that's inside of the box. Now we need to get outside to the garage and go ahead and take a look at what we currently have out in the garage. Now that we've unboxed the ImoLaza Smart Irrigation Controller, there's a next step that needs to be done. We need to get this Wyze sprinkler controller off the wall. We did that earlier today. Let's go ahead and take a look at the process of removing the Wyze controller right now. All right, we are out here in the SCSR garage, the ultimate compound garage, and we are looking at our sprinkler controller here. We have the Wyze sprinkler controller sitting there that has been doing its job for a long time, but to be honest with you, it doesn't do a great job of watering, especially when you have it on a rain program. It does sometimes not water for a very long time. And so today we are going to be removing this and putting in a new ImoLaza sprinkler controller where we are hopefully going to improve our watering experience. Now it's a little bit tricky to put this in because there is a wire that has to run down through the bottom here. Now this is the Wyze sprinkler controller. You can see right here it just connects to the wall just by this little, it just has a little clip that it goes into like that. The back of the sprinkler controller is right there. You can see the wiring is labeled. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a picture of that before I disconnect it so I can get it redone if I have to. Okay, looking at the back of the Wyze sprinkler controller, there is a 3, a 2, a yellow, and a white, and there is maybe a little bit of slack, that much slack. So that's all we have to work with right there. Let's go ahead and get a good picture of this while we can. Okay, we went ahead and took a look at the back, and this is very clear now. Very, very easy to understand. The white wire is the common wire right here. You see a C on there. The yellow wire is zone 1, the blue wire is zone 2, and the green wire is zone 3, and that is specifically labeled on these tiny little labels right here. Now there is not much slack here, so I can't pull this out very far. I don't know if this is compatible with the new sprinkler, so let's go ahead and compare power. If it's compatible, we will reuse the power. Okay, the current power adapter is 24 volts AC out. And I think that that is exactly what the controller uses, 24 volts AC. Let's go ahead and see if it is labeled as such. Output 24 volts AC, 1000 milliamp hours. I don't think it'll be a problem. We can go ahead and try it though ahead of time by taking our controller out and plugging it in and seeing if it does boot. All right, and it is firing up, no problem. And it does have some lights on in front of it. So this current power situation looks like it is going to work. So let's go ahead and disconnect the existing wiring and go ahead and rewire it. And you can see here, this is much easier than they give you for the new controller. The new controller has screws. This just has a little thing that you press down and the wire pops right out of the thing. So green was zone 3, that fell off. Go ahead and rewire, relabel zone 3. Blue is zone 2. There's zone 3 labeled. Zone 2 is blue. So I don't have a master valve apparently because there's not enough wires for that. And yellow is zone 1. Make sure that when you put these on, you pinch onto the wire or they just fall off like these other ones did. And then this is the common. So we'll take the C on the common, just like that. My labels are wired. That is power there. We're gonna need our drill now. Take the Wyze out, which it actually broke. You can see here it's broken. Gonna have to break out the black paint to patch up the wall here. Now let's see how we are going to mount our new unit. Well, look at that. It covers up the existing almost. I'm gonna do it just like that actually. And look, it also has a place here for you to just run a screw straight through. You don't have to hang it. So this will be easy. And then I'll be able to just come straight up with my wires right to here. This is gonna work out really good. Go ahead and run the screw in right there. The wiring is just gonna go just like that. Common 1, 2, and 3 right over there. Now wiring. So the power will go there. We'll need our tiny screwdriver for this. I'm gonna go grab it. All right, we did get the ImoLaza controller up on the wall. Now the next step in the process is to go ahead and download the app and get this controller added to the app. And to do that, we have to download that from the App Store and then go ahead and create our own ImoLaza account. Let's go ahead and get that done now. We're at the next step of our process here, and that is going to be to download the ImoLaza app. So we have to go online in order to do that. So let's go ahead and get our double view going here of the phone and the GoPro. Guys, today on Supercar Street Racing, we have a new sponsor, and we want to thank the Beard Club for sending us this beard grooming kit for you guys to check out. There will be a link down in the description so you can order your own, but check out this cool beardclub.com kit, and inside of the kit right here, you can see we do have beard growing vitamins right here, and these are supposed to help your beard grow stronger. We have a nice grooming brush right here as well. And this is some beard growth oil to put on your beard. This is vitamin growth spray for your beard right here in this little spray. This is some nice beard shampoo for you right here to use on your beard. And then we do have this Beard Club Derma roller here for you to use on your beard as well. All this stuff is included in the Beard Club kit here, and we would love for you guys to go ahead and check it out. And we want to thank the Beard Club for being a new sponsor on Supercar Street Racing. There will be a link in the description. Go ahead and grab yours today and let me know what you think about the Beard Club kit. Okay, we are recording on both the phone and the GoPro now, and we are going to go ahead and get this app downloaded here. So we are in the Play Store. Let's go ahead and search for ImoLaza. ImoLaza is right here. Let's install it. It is going ahead and downloading the app right now. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the ImoLaza app. We have to create an account. We are going to be putting my name in. Okay, we have already signed up for ImoLaza, as you can see here. We're gonna go ahead and click Add Controller. You gotta use Bluetooth, allow ImoLaza to access your location, but we need to plug in this guy first. And it asked me if I would allow it to use Bluetooth. I said yes. It found our controller right here. I'm gonna click it. It wants my Wi-Fi. You guys can't see this. All right, it went ahead and connected that time. Let's name it SCSR. Let's do irrigation. It is solid blue now. It wants me to put my address in. We'll skip this part for you guys. All right, so it does have my neighborhood on here now, as you guys can see. It is flashing, kind of pulsing blue. It is pulsing blue, flashing, controller activated. And you can see on the screen here, a kind of look at my address, set up zones. Now it wants us to move outside for this next part. And we need to go outside to do this part. So let's go ahead and move outside. Yum. I went ahead and set the picture here, and let's see a quick run on this to see if it actually works. We're gonna do a 5-minute run. Let's see. There is a play button, and there it goes. Our watering on zone 1. Zone 1 does work. It is cold, so we're not watering much right now. Let's go ahead and stop the zone. Let's move on over here to zone 2, get a picture, add a photo. All right, let's go ahead and do a quick run on zone 2. All we have to do is hit the play button, and there is zone 2. And we have a problem with this head right here. So we might have to call the irrigation company on that one, but zone 2 is working. Let's go ahead and stop down zone 2 and go backyard to zone 3. All right, here we go in the backyard with zone 3. Let's go ahead and open it up. Let's get our picture sorted, add a photo with camera, zone 3 for 5 minutes. Let's hit play. Let's see if all of our valves work. Looks like they're all working. That one has a little issue, but we're gonna call Millennium Irrigation before summer and get a tune-up. So that is all 3 zones functioning properly. Let's go ahead and stop this one. All right, now that we went ahead and configured all of our zones, we need to go back into the ImoLaza Smart app and show you guys exactly how that works and look at some of the smart options and some of the scheduling options on the app and go ahead and configure those for you. Let's go ahead and sit down with the phone and get that checked out. All right, we're on the front page of the app right here where it does show our weather, and you can set up a schedule by going down to schedules and hitting the plus sign. And now it says, let's create an optimized watering schedule for your yard. If you hit next here, it says that you can choose between a new grass schedule and a fixed schedule, or an ET Smart schedule. It is pre-selected on fixed schedule. If we go down to ET Smart schedule, let's see what it wants us to do from here and how it knows what to do for us. We're gonna turn on all of our zones and hit next. Now it wants to water everything for 21 minutes per zone due to the fact that we are in a climate that is dry. Let's go ahead and put Smart Cycle and Soak. And what this does is helps prevent runoff by the breaking up your watering time. So we've got an option here to skip rain. We got an option here to skip freezing, and we've got a wind skip also. Let's go ahead and select all those. So here is the issue here. It is wintertime in Florida, and right now it is very cold, and so I don't know if it will compensate for the cold weather or not. I have to ask the manufacturer that question. For now, I'm just gonna set up 2 days. It's gonna start on the 31st and end never. It's gonna end before sunrise, and this is going to be winter. And that's as easy as pie to go ahead and set up a watering schedule. You can see there, we have our watering schedule active, and it is going to start on the 31st. I encourage you to look at this heavily for your area and customize it if you need to. I will hit the manufacturer up about the recommended days and the fact that it is winter time in Florida. So that's gonna do it from inside the app. I hope you enjoyed that part of it. And once again, if you have questions, please put them in the comments section. All right, guys, that is gonna do it for today for Supercar Street Racing. We are so happy that you guys have tuned in today. The channel is really growing immensely. We have a lot of subscribers coming in now, but we need those video views up and we need your support. Please make sure to like and subscribe and check out some of the older videos where you have time. And we wanna thank ImoLaza today for being a new sponsor on the channel. You can go ahead and find a link to this in the description down below. You can order one for yourself, and let me know if you guys have any questions that you want me to ask the manufacturer. I'll go ahead and ask them for you and get an answer as soon as possible. But meanwhile, please like and subscribe to Supercar Street Racing. We need that more than anything. We need your support as a viewer, and we need you to go ahead and buy all your products through our product links down below. Thank you once again, ImoLaza, for this awesome smart sprinkler controller.